Hi, good people, and welcome back again to the Silent Struggles channel. So today I have an exciting topic, and actually it stands out to be my favorite. It's about self-awareness. I strongly believe that self-awareness is the key to someone's good mental health. Okay, so join me as we get to understand more about self-awareness and the impact it has upon our lives. Okay, now self-awareness basically is having a deeper understanding of yourself. It's basically getting to know who you are, and you will agree with me that sometimes it becomes very difficult for a person to get to pursue things that she wants if she actually don't know herself or himself. Okay, think of a car that is driving to no destination. The chances of this car getting lost or getting into destinations that were not meant to, they are very high, right? So the same as us human beings, if we don't know ourselves, we get to destinations that are not pleasant to us. We get to destinations that are not appealing to us. We get to destinations that even affect our mental health. Okay, and so today we are going to understand more about self-awareness and the importance of self-awareness in our lives. Okay, so just like a map helps to describe a location, so as this model of self-concept helps us to get to identify or rather locate ourselves. Okay, and this model of self-concept, it has got 4 elements. Okay, and the first element is about body image. There is self-image, there is ideal self, and there is self-esteem. So all these elements, if we get to understand them in a deeper length, then we are good to say that we are self-aware. However, remember that self-awareness is a journey. It is a journey that has no destination. It is a journey that we get to go through every day, every day, every day. Okay, so there is no any point that someone says that now I've gotten to destination of self-awareness. No. It is a journey, and we get to rediscover ourselves every day, every day, every day. Okay, now let us start with the body image. What is body image? Clearly, body image is basically how our bodies look like. And it's so unfortunate that sometimes you ask people to describe how their body looks like, and they tend to not know how their body looks like, and even sometimes others tend to guess of how their body looks like they're not in touch with how their body looks like. And in this case, we are trying to look at the physical features in your body. What is your body size? What is your height? What is your complexion? So these are some of the things that we need to get in touch on knowing how our body looks like. Okay, so this leaves an assignment. Remember, every element leaves as an assignment to you to get to ask yourself, how does my body look like? What are the features of my body? Am I dark-skinned? Am I brown-skinned? Am I fat, for lack of a better word? Am I skinny? All those things, we need to get in touch with all these aspects of our body. Okay, the other element is about our self-image. How do we perceive ourselves? How do we see ourselves? Do we see ourselves as beautiful? Do we see ourselves as kind? Do we see ourselves as people who can amount to something? So how do you perceive yourself? When you listen to that inner self-talk, what comes out of it? How do you think how do you feel about yourself? How do you think about yourself? How do you perceive yourself? So again, this leaves an assignment to you to get and ask yourself, how do you perceive yourself? Do you perceive yourself as someone who is, are you philanthropist? Are you kind? Are you generous? Do you know yourself to a point that you don't let other people to define who you are? So that is another assignment. We get to know all these qualities within ourselves. Okay? Now, another thing is about your self-esteem. Okay, it's so unfortunate that most of us fail to know our worth, because self-esteem basically is about our worth. What do we stand for? What is our worth? And for example, if we were to be placed in a supermarket, how many, or rather, what price tag will be put on you? You understand? So we need to get to know our worth. We need to get to know what we stand for, what we are bringing on the table, and not give other people that power of defining us, that power of defining our worth. Okay? So let us get again to go through this journey of trying to rediscover ourselves within ourselves and get to know even our worth, because you know what? It depends with where you place your worth, right? And I remember there is another analogy I read somewhere, that the same water that is sold at 50 shillings in a local market, the same water in Kempinski, some of these 5-star hotels, that will be sold 1,000. Okay, so the issue here is not the water. The issue here is where the water is praised. Okay, so let us get to know how to praise our worth, because again, this helps us to build our self-esteem, and it helps us to feel good about ourselves. Okay, so again, this is an assignment to you. Get to ask yourself, what is your worth? What are you bringing on the table? What are you capable of? Well, all those things. So another thing is about ideal self. So ideal self is basically about your aspirations. Where do you want to be? Like, for example, in the next 1 year or 2 years or 5 years from now, where do you want to be? What is your preferred scenario? Do you have goals? Do you have dreams? So again, it's important to have all these things, so that again, because when you have goals, you remain focused, and it's not easy for you to get swayed along the way. So let us allow ourselves to go through this journey of self-discovery, because in return, we will be able to make informed decisions moving forward. We will be able to remain with our facts and not listen to other people's opinions of who we are. We will be able to achieve fulfilling life, because we will remain focused of who we are and what we want for ourselves. Okay, so till our next episode, bye bye.